Hey there, Hitchhikers. Mindlessbile here, and we're back for episode 14 of No Man's Sky. I'm floating above the planet Arous, the planet you've seen a quick little glimpse of from, I believe it was episode 10, whenever we went to Arous to get to talk to the Atlas. But I really didn't get a whole lot of footage. I got most of the animals on tape now, but it doesn't even add up to like 2 minutes worth of stuff, so I decided to do a little live narration and playthrough on this planet, because it's a very impressive planet, and I pretty much finished off the species very quickly. I mean, it took me about 8-10 hours playing on Mu in order to get all the species, and then I had to upload all that. And another note to Nix for suggesting the Filmora software. It's brilliant that you don't have to upload anything. I mean, it took me forever to upload my 2 one-hour videos. I had to keep on turning it on and off just to avoid the upload times for long videos. This one, you just put the videos on there and bam, you start editing. I mean, that's brilliant. I love it. But we're going to take a look around here. I got something on my map here. Colonial Outpost. How many minutes we away? 1 minute away. We'll pulse drive over to there and kind of play around, look at the island. Or not the island, look at the planet. It's a rainforest planet, if you remember from the 10th video, if you watched it. I mean, this planet is perfect. I mean, there's no toxic, no radioactivity, no heat, nothing like that. The sentinels don't bother you unless you start really bothering the hell out of something. Resources aren't super abundant, but they're definitely there. Oh, I gotta break into this one. Looks like we are gonna make the sentinels mad. And I thought I've been through it fighting these guys. Once I go in and turn off the security, if I can, with the limited Korvax knowledge that I have, it'll turn them off. There we go. I have gained a lot of words, though. I've been playing a lot. Like I said, I've been having trouble with my editor, so I've been playing a lot more than I've been putting on videos. I rapidly flick through alien warnings to discover what's brought the facility offline. All too late, I realize I'm doing the exact same thing again and again. I've done this before, many times. All I got is warning and time. So do I reset clock, engage temporal capacitor, or recharge flux crystals? Let's just go on a limb and try some flux crystals. I loop in time for several days. An automatic process eventually rescues me. So the flux capacitor or whatever did not do it this time. Still haven't gone so far out that I'm actually picking up any new stuff. I mean, the factories give me some new recipes from time to time, but that's really about it. Most of the stuff I already have. Let's see, do we got a beacon around here anywhere? No, we don't got a beacon around here. Nonetheless, let's go mark this outpost. That red one you can't keep seeing popping up. That one's on Mu. For some odd reason, I couldn't activate that one. And I hope once I leave the system, that icon will go away. I hope it doesn't chase me across the rest of the game. Alright. Now, I'm going to see. Should we walk around and explore the planet on foot, or we should try to find something else on foot? Let's go see what's on the other side of this rise. First up for our creature feature this time, we have the 2 Tigels. Cute, harmless little kind of guys, kind of almost like turtles without any type of shells with the beak mouth. Probably should have made him number A. He's probably the male with the spines. Next we have the jerk crabs, the only hostile organisms on the planet. And the hostile organisms are real hard to get good pictures of because they're constantly attacking me and, you know, making the screen turn red. But plus I always like to leave a little video here of combat with them. And here's the other variant. Once again, I should have switched these around, the A and B, but they look so similar to the Morganthids that I found on Morganthus. The one species looking like a praying mantis and a crab, and the other one looking like just a normal kind of freshwater crab. Alright, we found ourselves another facility here, and this one gives us a beacon. Nice. Let's go see if we got some Korvax in here to talk to. Nope, empty facility. Once again, already known. I still check every time, though. The facility is more like a science lab than an observatory, the stargazing equipment sitting amidst a sea of advanced experiments. Perhaps the former custodian was too preoccupied to notice the beacon blinking invitingly on screen. If I can work out the code, I'm sure I can decipher its origins. And once again, this puzzle has been the same pretty much every time. So we're going to go with the 6436 because that is the next sequence going to the left. I really hope in further updates that they add some more mathematical kind of things. Well, we got a monolith put on there, and we'll get ourselves another signal here from the beacon outside, the transmitter, receiver, whatever the hell it is. "36 minutes away." Alright, well that's going to take some editing. By ship it will darn near be nothing compared to that. There's the outdoor. Let's get ourselves a bypass chip. One. What the hell is this thing called? A signal scanner. Alright, so we got a monolith on there. We just went to an outpost. Let's pick a shelter this time. Ooh, a drop pod. And it's only 4 minutes and 27 seconds away. Drop pods always give you an extra slot for your exosuit inventory, and that's definitely worth taking a walk over to go get. Next up for our critters, we have the two weebits. Probably one of the two cutest species on the planet here. Kind of almost like little mole beavers with fin tails. Don't know necessarily what the fin. The female variant has a kind of fin on the back, but she definitely looks more feminine than the other one. She has softer, smoother features. Alright, here we are. I waited for the sun to rise up before I did our little walk over here to the drop pod. See if we can kind of see how nice this planet looks. I love the trees. The trees are the best part of the planet. Love the jetpack too. Jetpack's such a great feature. Oop, still didn't land far enough. Once of my red damage color comes away, but I love these blue and gold tipped leaves, the red and white striped bark, thorns on the bottom. There we go. That's a better shot in the sun. I mean, that's the coolest tree I've ever seen. I wish we had those. Now here's the Greenfoot Gog. I guess I didn't get footage for him, so unfortunately we missed any live footage of him. But once again, here's the Greenfoot Gog B. He doesn't actually have green feet. I found the other one first, but I got a pretty, well, actually not too good of a shot of him either because of the way the sun was hitting. I mean, just the amount of different colors on this planet, I think, surpasses all the other ones that only had like a standard maybe 3 or 4 varieties of colors. But I mean, this one is just loaded with color. And as I stated before, a completely safe and comfortable planet. Only the one jerk crab is the only species of hostile life on the planet. There's another one popping up from underground. Like I said, it has cave systems, but as usual, they seem to be very similar to the cave systems on all the other planets. Just different types of colors and lights to give it its own type of feel for this planet. But in all honesty, how different is a cave system going to look from planet to planet? Underground is underground. A lot of people complain about the similarity of the creatures and how a lot of them look the same and all have the same different body parts. But I mean, God, look at our planet. How many different four-legged little animals do we got running around? Hundreds of thousands, millions maybe. Not to mention the similarities in the insect world, reptile world, fish, birds. I mean, they all more or less look the same with just little tiny variations. So if they're going to build a procedural generation on creating types of life that are actually supposed to be functional, that can move and walk around and do things, they're going to have to follow set patterns. And, there's only so many different patterns for animal locomotion and, interacting in its environment. It needs to more or less similar types of appendages. But I think this poor game is getting a lot of unfair reviews. I've been playing it for, 2 weeks now, and I'm still getting as much enjoyment out as I did as when I first started. No, I think the spotted Udel has to be my favorite on the planet. Of the many things I've found so far in this game, most of them I would like to have as pets, but when I saw this stupid jerk crab coming up on this cute little snoodle, I couldn't help but save him and his young over there. Now the female, once again, I didn't really get footage of one of the young females, but the females when they're young, pretty adorable. Oh, I see some chrysanite. I haven't had that naturally on too many planets in this game, and it seems to be very crucial in building good stuff. I finally got a chance to upgrade my mining beam, at least as far as mining resources go. There's plenty of schematics to help you build out its combat effectiveness, but I've been kind of trying to just focus this weapon on mining and make my bolt caster focused on others. Alright, let's go get our inventory suit. Every one of these pods has the same thing. Now you have to buy this thing, and it gets more and more expensive as you go on. It started off cheap. It seems to go up about $10,000 every time you find one. But believe me, it's worth it. So you don't seem to get new exosuits at any point, so that's the best you got. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff crawling around here now. Pretty much all the green moving dots is something alive. Nothing should be red any longer. The two webbed brutes are kind of an interesting species, since they both have, the one has fins underneath his arms, the male, and the female has a sail along her back. And there's really no reason for webbed anything on this planet since there's no body of water, so maybe they're for some type of getting off heat like some of the dinosaurs were. And last we got our barbumble bat, which looks like a cross between a bird, a bee, and a bat. Now on the way back home to get to our ship so we can go to the monolith we got from the signal inside the base, I ran into another monolith. I already looked at the knowledge stones, so let's go up here and see what it has to tell us. A child emerges from the monolith. It takes a few moments before I realize that it's me. I look carefree and innocent. The little one stares up at my exosuit and tries to see me through my visor. The child suddenly starts to weep and clings to my knees. It implores me never to leave. It doesn't want to be alone. I should stay here forever. We should be reunited. Whole again. Once more. Now the hint I go over on the side, it says the past, then dead, then traveler. So I believe we shall comfort, then leave. The child understands. We embrace. It leaves me with a gift. Took the right choice. The Korvax are very unemotional people and don't dwell in such things. It's usually best to ignore human sentiment whenever making decisions with these monoliths and other things. The Polies are another kind of neat species because they look very different from one another. I named the first one because I found him first and he looked like an armadillo and he was very skittish. But then the second one has the pyramid head that we have seen before, as well as wings, which is pretty crazy. Looks like we're coming up on our ruins, and I believe we've seen this type before. Yeah, this is a typical ruin formation. I believe our entrance is over here. We got us a couple stones. Word for failure. criminal. And starships. One of the perks of being a super explorer like I am and really finding all the species is it gives me a good chance to learn all these words a lot faster than most people are. I mean, people are already beating the game probably twice by now, and I'm still only on my third system and haven't even got an atlas path because I have to, you know, stick my nose in everywhere and try to find every single thing that's living. For countless generations, the entities of the Korvax disconnected and passed on into the echoes naturally. Each disconnection added to the knowledge and soul of the convergence. Our home was Korvax Prime. Within its foundations, we stored the memories of our race, an ever-evolving equation that defines us. And yes, I've also learned that the Korvax are kind of, maybe not necessarily friends of the Sentinels, but they respect what they're doing, and that the Sentinels respect all life, regardless of vegetable, animal, or mineral, and that they're trying to protect it. Whereas the Vy'keen think they're an old, useless kind of function now, and that they need to be destroyed. Very interesting kind of history for all the people saying there's no story in this game. There's no story in the game as long as you ain't looking for it, but that's about it. And lastly, we have the Chompees, which are the biggest animals that I have found on this planet with their massive kind of bear trap size heads. That one probably got bigger. I don't think it was an adult, but the next one I found was pretty darn big, at least a good couple feet above me. Well, Hitchhikers, another day is ending on Planet Arous. And I'll also make the note again that the Planet Arous was from the brain from Planet Arous, starring John Agar as kind of a guy mining for uranium out in the woods or out in the mountains in the desert somewhere. And he comes upon a cave which has a disembodied brain that belonged to a species from another planet who takes over mines and starts to get a hankering for some hanky-panky whenever he meets Mr. Agar's wife. But remember, Hitchhikers, stick your thumb out if you want to hitch a ride with me, mindlessbile, to the center of the galaxy. And we'll be getting there, I promise. We will, sooner or later.